guys? Welcome back to Healthy Recipe. We're going to be making some orzo today. Orzo is like a kind of pasta. It looks like a grain of rice. It's actually shaped like a grain of rice, but it's actually made from semolina. This specific one is just semolina. It's organic. One ingredient. We're going to be using some mushrooms and some veggies to add some extra nutrition. It's going to be totally delicious and super simple to make. So let's get right to work. Alright, so this is basically what we're going to be using for ingredients today. I have about a half a tomato diced, and this is just something that I have left over. This is Simply Balanced Organic Orzo. This comes from Target. It's actually 8 servings in here. We're going to do this whole thing. So it's about 200 calories a serving. The only ingredient is organic semolina. So really natural, clean product. You're going to be using about a cup and a half of white button mushrooms, sliced, half a lemon. I have here about 2 cups of kale from my garden and about 2 cups of arugula from my garden also. These are some onions, white onions from a bottle of Spanish olives that I had. Usually using these to add a little bit of that umami and brininess from the salt to add that flavor into the recipe. And I have 1 white onion diced, about 6 cloves of finely minced fresh garlic, and that's basically it. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get the orzo cooking like pasta. It cooks from 8 to 10 minutes in water, and then you just drain the water out. And then after that, we're gonna start, or during that process, we're gonna start working on our veggies and our aromatics. Okay, so I'm gonna start out with about 1.5 tablespoons of olive oil in a pan. And we already have our water boiling for our orzo. Well, not boiling yet, but it's going. And then we're going to cook it just like we cook pasta. 8 to 10 minutes, drain it, and we'll add it back in here. I'm running medium heat right here. I just kind of want to cook this a little bit slower to infuse that olive oil with a nice garlic flavor. It's actually at 275 degrees Fahrenheit. Get that garlic nice and fragrant. That's the base of our recipe. Now I'm going to go ahead and add the onion. I like to give 20 seconds in between ingredients when I'm adding like this, just so it allows the pan enough time to regain its heat. If you throw everything in at once, what happens is you cool off the pan rapidly, and you end up getting sometimes more of a steaming effect. Now we got the pan back up to temperature. I'm going to go ahead and add tomatoes. We're just creating like different layers of flavor as we add the ingredients, the aromatics. Now we're going to add those briny onions, a little bit of liquid. Now that we kind of sauteed the other aromatics already, this won't affect by adding a little bit of liquid, loosen it up a little bit. To that, we're going to add our white button mushrooms. Now we're going to cook the mushrooms for about 3 to 5 minutes to soften up, and then we'll come back when they're done. Okay, so I wanted to bring you guys in to show you what the orzo looks like. It basically looks like that. It's kind of like rice grains. So I wanted you guys to have an idea what we're working with here. Now it's pretty much done. It's al dente, just like pasta. So what I do now is I take this and I'm gonna drain the water, and we're gonna use it back into our veggies. All right, so now we got our mushrooms and our sauteed aromatics cooking up. They're pretty much done. We're gonna go ahead and add the greens in. Our orzo is draining, and I saved a little bit of the water because it's got that sticky starch that will help all of this kind of bind together, and add some liquid in. So I saved probably about a quarter cup of that pasta water from it, and we're gonna cook this kale down, and then we're gonna add the orzo in, mix everything together, add the fresh lemon juice, and then we'll be ready to serve this beautiful recipe. So we just finished cooking this off, and then I'll bring you guys back when we add the orzo and mix everything together. Alright guys, so I've basically added the orzo in, and I am just mixing it now. I forgot to turn the camera on, so kind of didn't show the part where I threw it in. That's okay. You guys still get the point. Now I'm gonna add nice fresh lemon over it, and I'm also gonna throw a little bit of that pasta water just to make it a little bit more sticky because of the starch. But this looks and smells phenomenal. Guess a little bit of cracked pepper wouldn't hurt. Go ahead and add some of that in there. I gotta add a little bit of heat somehow. So there you go. Mix that in. Oh, it smells so good right now. Some recipes just adding that freshly cracked pepper to it also adds another dimension of flavor. Pepper, to me, when it's fresh, like freshly cracked, it has such nice aroma. It's amazing. So basically it's pretty much done. I'm gonna go ahead and plate this up and give it a taste for you guys. Okay guys, so here is the final dish. Look how beautiful this looks. What I'm gonna do now is I'm basically gonna take a microplaner, and I'm gonna take some of that lemon zest and put some of it over it to give it a little bit of that lemony fresh taste. And also because I want to use every part of the lemon. I need a better microplaner because this one is not a very good one. But we got some lemon zest on there now, and I'm actually going to finish topping it off with some shredded carrot just to give it some beautiful color there. Something a little different and fresh to add to the recipe when you present it to your plate, So I hope you guys enjoyed the recipe. Let me give you a little visual. That's basically how it looks like. It looks beautiful. It's like perfect rice. The texture, just because you drain the water, it doesn't come out mushy. So it's really, really beautiful. It smells very fragrant. Amazing. Love the recipe. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already for daily healthy whole food videos. Give us a thumbs up if you like this one, and I'll see you really soon on the next one. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and give this recipe a taste for you guys, let you know how it came out. Wow, so good. Wow. Wow. The garlic, the zing from the lemon, the orzo is just cooked perfectly right. It's not clumpy or anything. It's just perfect, perfectly soft. It's not too hard like al dente, but it's just perfect as far as the way it came out. I cooked it for about 10 minutes. The flavor of the arugula in there. Get a little bit of brininess from the onions, the pepper. The meatiness of the mushrooms. It is an amazing ingredient. Totally love it.